sounded alarm over eroded public trust in the IEBC, linking it to years of politicization of Kenya's electoral processes. In a landmark ruling, the court rejected IEBC's request to initiate a boundary review, instead urging political leaders and the Commission to prioritize restoring confidence in the institution. Linda Alela with more details.
Years of mistrust.
Yes.
That is how the Supreme Court has described the country's long-standing crisis of confidence in its electoral system. The Apex Court now saying the trust deficit in the country's electoral system remains a growing concern, even as it declined to issue an advisory opinion sought by the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission. The court has instead called on political leaders to undertake meaningful reforms, blaming the current situation to years of politicizing the electoral process, undermining institutions and delaying reforms.
As a commission, we get uncomfortable because some remarks have the effect of denting the credibility of IEBC.
Mm-hmm.
They not only have the capacity to dent the credibility of IEBC, but they also discourage the interests of voters in participating in the electoral process.
Mm-hmm.
Because these leaders have followers who believe in them,
mm-hmm.
who trust them.
Mm-hmm.
In a unanimous decision delivered by a full bench led by Chief Justice Martha Koome, the Apex Court cited ongoing legislative interventions on the same matter through the Constitutional Amendment Bill 2024, which was passed by the National Assembly to the Senate. The IEBC, through its secretariat led by CEO Marjan Hussain, had filed a request seeking an advisory opinion on the extension of lapsed timelines for the review of electoral boundaries on July 4, 2024, during a period when the commission was not fully constituted. The seven-judge bench says a clear distinction must be drawn between administrative continuity by the Secretariat and the exercise of constitutional authority vested in the Commission as a collegial entity. They further emphasized that constitutional mandates outlined under Article 88(4) of the Constitution cannot be discharged without a quorum, stipulated in Article 251 and 2. The court held that only a properly constituted IEBC can initiate such a request, and that with legislative efforts underway in Parliament, any decision by the court could be premature and hypothetical. Under Article 89(2) of the Constitution, IEBC is mandated to review constituency boundaries at intervals of not less than 8 years and not more than 12 years. The process should be completed at least 12 months before a general election. Article 89(3) and Section 26(3) of the County Governments Act requires the review of ward boundaries within the same timeframes. The ruling now puts pressure back on Parliament and political leaders to act in good faith, not only to restore public trust in the IEBC, but to protect the integrity of future elections. Linda Alela, TV 47.